Now let me ask you this. How is your personal statement coming along? You know, it's just one part of your application, but wow, does it feel like it holds a lot of weight? Which it does. My name is Nicole Vance. I am a former dietetic internship director, and now I run Application Insider to help dietetic students like you navigate the application process and bridge any of the gaps that come up while you are getting your application ready. I've been reading personal statements for 7 years, and you can get all of my insights, all of my guidance, all of my everything that I've seen from reading personal statements that are really, really great to good, to okay, to really could have been a lot better when you join the personal statement workshop. If you're looking for someone to help you through the whole process of writing a personal statement, and in just 4 weeks, want to have a submission-ready personal statement, you could have a submission-ready personal statement that you've written with the customized guidance from a former dietetic internship director. If that is what you're looking for, go ahead and click that link in the corner to get your spot now. If you're still wondering a little bit if this is actually what you need, let me tell you a little bit about what you'll get when you join the workshop.
Now, I know for many applicants, the personal statement is the section that probably gives them the most anxiety. It's a pretty big section. It covers a lot of information and it can hold a lot of weight when you look at the application as a whole. But it's also the place where you have the most freedom to represent yourself to the directors and the programs who will be reading it. So in this workshop, we are going to cover specifically how to answer all of the questions completely, how to make sure you are writing a statement that appeals to the readers and it becomes something that they want to read. I'm going to help you tell your story completely and tell it well, and do all of that while staying within that pesky 1,000 word limit that everyone needs to keep in mind. There are also some specific tools that go along with this workshop. The first tool is the personal statement sample pack. This sample pack comes with 2 examples of personal statements that you get to see from first draft to final version. You get to see the editing process, how words were cut down, how stories were highlighted, and what the submission ready version looks like. So you can see more about the process. You can read some personal statements before you start working on your own. The second tool is the guidebook that goes along with this workshop. It is broken up into chapters with each one focusing on each week's writing step. So you can take notes as you watch the informational interviews, record any questions that you've got that come up as you're watching or as you're writing. It's meant to help you go through this workshop smoothly and keep you on track with each writing step for the week. So every Monday, an information video will be released that covers that week's writing step. All right, so first I'm going to go through all of the DICAS questions. I'm going to review exactly what the question states, so what you see in DICAS when you open up the personal statement section, and then I'm going to tell you the information that each program actually wants to know. This is the unasked portion of each of those questions. This will help you know exactly what they're asking. And then I'll give you prompts to make sure that you are addressing every part of the question, asked or unasked, so that your response answers the whole thing completely. I'll also give you some do's and don'ts to keep in mind when you're putting your responses together. This is a chance for you to get the personalized guidance that you're probably hoping for in this workshop. Your weaknesses are not something that are going to be fixed as you go through an internship. So if the only weakness you can come up with is lack of clinical experience, you're going to gain clinical experience in the internship, and then you can't say that anymore. So the internship doesn't fix weaknesses. So 1 to 4, yes, those can be like the same for every program that you send them to, and then make sure that last question is like the open-ended, tell us whatever you want, or whatever it actually says. Definitely that's where you'll put the program name if you haven't already. That's where you'll focus on, this is why I chose this program. So that's kind of like the bare minimum of specifying the program. There might be some other areas that you want to change to make it program specific. For example, I wouldn't just be like, I saw this on your website, so that's why I'm saying it. I would use it more as like, this really is a deciding factor that, you know, I looked at the exam pass rate for every program I could, and yours in combination with all these other things really did lead me to think you would be a great choice for me. You can use it. And so I just want to give you a couple of examples in case that comes up with your personal statement, because I think examples are really helpful just to see what the options are and what you might run into. So the first topic or issue to look at is state your qualities with confidence. So I've got two examples here. This first one, this first sentence is the way that the person originally had it in their personal statement. I believe I stand out among the many qualified applicants with my experience, dedication, and knowledge of the program. Then in the next sentence, you can see the edits that I suggested this person use. You can see what I crossed out and what I added that really made this clear. My points here were to, again, state with confidence. This isn't something you believe, because that kind of sounds like I'm crossing my fingers. I really hope, I think that maybe perhaps this is the case. State it like it is the case. State it with confidence and, you know, just really strong self-assurance that that is how it is. So
what else do you need to know? This workshop is made by a former dietetic internship director for dietetic students who want to level up their applications and know that it will stand out, setting them apart from every other application that directors are going to read. Go ahead and follow the link to read more about the workshop and when you are ready to grab your spot.